The little sequence was just for me. I wanted to give a little update for this next video that I was gonna make. I don't know why I touched my nervous tick. And I don't even know why I'm nervous. We're just friends. We're buddies. We're pals. But for the last 15 weeks, your boy Seymour has been consecutive, with the exception of 1 week off. So 16 weeks with the exception of 1 week, 15 weeks working out 3 times a week. And the reason being is because your boy B, he's a big boy. And I don't know how many of you, sorry, it got windy, it got my ears cold, but I don't know how many of you avoid the doctor like the plague. And so I am not the exception. Funny enough, I used to want to be a medical professional. Not anymore. That's not what I do. But I am not ignorant to medicine. And there was a lot of warning signs for some stuff. And so your boy's getting checked out. And today, went and saw a provider first time in probably over, I don't know, like 14 years or something like that. Didn't do sports in high school, so no physicals for me. But yeah, went and did that, and got some pretty bad high blood pressure, which it runs in the family. It is prone to happen, and I've been ignoring some of the warning signs. And so just kind of some, aside from that's hereditary, a couple of pointers is more fiber. I need more fiber, more water, so hydrate and fiber, and we'll see what this next few days look like, because that's when I'll get news of what's happening. Did some lab work, gave 4 vials of blood and a little bit of pee-pee. But yeah, so through my head right now is I normally don't stress about stuff like this. I don't let it get to me, and I don't WebMD every little detail that bothers me. If I have an issue, I talk to a professional, even if that professional is one of my neighbors. I am fortunate enough to know a physical therapist and a physician assistant. So if I have issues, if Crystal has issues, if Emmy has issues, we have friends that are medical professionals that are more than happy to tell us what is wrong with us and give us advice. And so always listen to science, always listen to the advice. God has created doctors with the ability to learn and learn knowledge and grow in stature and wisdom. And they are not there for us to ignore and to blindly try to claim the healing powers of God without using the brain that God gave us. So that's first off. But yeah, just gonna, as I make these journal entries, these vlogs, a little bit into who, like kind of give some background on me, what's going on, and then also just kind of like cue you guys in. We have our first youth event happening next week, the 13th and the 14th, up in Georgetown. And so gearing up for that. We're also having our annual business meeting this Sunday during the Super Bowl, because the Lord's business is more important. But we'll probably be watching it on Peacock during the meeting. This will come out after the meeting. So if you try to accuse me of watching it on my phone, I will deny everything. But it's getting going. I'm watching some people and they're having like the best January ever. And technically speaking, it sounds like 2026 is going to be our year to grind. Grind YouTube, grind weight loss, to grind lowering blood pressure, Although as not cool as that sounds, I'd rather be in the perfect bill of health than to be not doing that. So we're gonna fix sleep, we're gonna fix hydration, we're gonna fix fiber intake, and your boy's gonna get straight. Not that kind of straight. We already straight. But we're gonna get our health figured out. What's up, guys? This morning was different. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are normally workout days. Those are the days that I wake up early. And then Tuesday, Thursdays are normally normal days. But today we had a cool get together of a couple youth pastors from the area, and my buddy Izzy and my buddy Cody, who both work for the UTPSM. Kind of acted as liaisons, but also it's not just like for youth pastors. It was more so like we're 4 dudes that are in the same life stage, having our first or second kid, and in ministry. And so it was cool that he got us together. So we went and had breakfast this morning around 7:30, 7:40. I was late. But it was first time meeting everybody, getting together, and it was nice because it wasn't just like commiserating. It was like getting to know people. 2 of them are new to the area. One came from close by, from Dripping Springs. The other one came from McKinney up north, which is really cool because now the director of the SBTC Students Ministry Department was the head honcho student guy at First McKinney for 40 years. And the guy I met today actually worked under him for 2.5 years, which is cool. So that was cool to hear, to meet him. And it's always good to hang out with my buddy Izzy, even though I'll see him Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Which, luckily, I got to see him for the 3rd time this week, even though we're not going to get to hit the workout tomorrow. The workout still will happen. So, excited for that. Hopefully some new friendships are born out of Cody putting them together. And, but I felt a little alleviating, is it the word? Relief? I'm not even sure how to phrase it. But it felt good because at the close of our meeting, Cody asked us all how we could pray for one another, which is a loaded question, in my opinion, because as someone who's been in ministry, it's like a two-way kind of thing. You can be honest and real, and you can kind of make the whole scenario feel kind of heavy, or you can kind of just be like, hey, look, man, finances or something, like something cheesy, not a real answer, not an honest answer. And so it was cool because one of the new guys that I had never met, Jayton, who's a youth pastor at Plum Creek Fellowship, Plum Creek, anyways, a church in Kyle. He was honest. He was like, hey, look, I'm wrestling through some stuff in my spiritual walk with Christ, and you can pray for that, for me to seek wisdom and my wrestling with God. I was like, okay, we can be for real. So, kind of didn't like lay it all out there because I don't want to scare anybody, but a little something, a little honesty, which felt nice. And then me and Izzy always normally have like a little debrief after. It was good, and there's some heavy stuff going on. A little background is that with what's going on right now in the U.S. and the world, as we are like one of the last, I feel like, countries to try to get their immigration under control and their borders secured. There's a lot of strife and a lot of grief going on right now, and our family is not exempt, and so we're experiencing some grief from the effects of that. I won't give too much detail, but today it was a day in the morning to
kind of meet, somewhat recharge, and also have people in our corner. Right, the more friendships that you have in ministry, the easier it is to do it, because you now have connections, you now have people that understand your struggles, and you can have community in that. So I've always thought that being a pastor is a very lonely job, but from what I can tell, and this is no knock against my dad, is that pastors that are lonely somewhat by choice. And so if you desire the community, I guess you have to go out and find it. That can sometimes be difficult, and it's hard to try to prioritize your own community when you're fostering community for others, and you're kind of like the spigot of spiritual pouring out for others. You're not kind of getting anything out, getting back poured into you. So that's kind of where I've seen struggles, and loneliness can play a part of that. And so I have tried to make a point to make friends in the ministry, and make connections, and have support outside of our own congregation, not to influence any kind of decision making or anything like that, but rather to have those that I can lean on, who are either further along in the ministry or just started. Regardless, I might not think I'm that wise, but I also have something to offer, or I could just be an encourager of those that are listening. So I don't limit myself to what I can and cannot do, but I enjoy being with those, and I try to approach them with humility. I don't try to approach them with like, oh, I have more than you, or I've done this longer than you. I'm always trying to make something. But regardless, going back to the situation, is we are going to go get our passports today. Mine renewed, Crystal's needs her name change, and Emmy's getting her passport for the first time. And so, just for future reference, so that if ever we're in a situation where we need to prove our citizenship, we'll have those passports ready to present. Better safe than sorry, because don't want to end up getting detained for 2 days just for them to figure out that I am a citizen. So going along, it's not I'm not having an ordinary week this week. I feel like I've hardly been in the office because I've been either at breakfast or lunch, going to this appointment yesterday with the doctors, and so normally I have nice bland boring 7 to 8 hour days at the church. And this week is not like that, which is great. It feels good to break out of the mold, and I'm enjoying that. I didn't realize that I needed some change until change came, and now we're rolling with it, and we enjoyed it. So, today's been a good day.
Came, we saw, we conquered. We were productive today, and we will soon be proud owners of new passports, including Emmy's first passport. Woo! Hey, let's go. What are you rolling in? What you rolling in, huh? What you rolling in, Seeger? Didn't want to take advantage of the nice sunset. Even though it's kind of dark already. just trying to wrap up today, wrap my head around what happened and everything else that's going on. One bummer is now that I told my wife like kind of what the doc said yesterday concerning my health, is that now she's even more on top of my diet and more on top of what's going on with what I'm eating. So bummer for me, but we might be seeing a transformation soon because my health is not great. So meanwhile, I need to go get my dog because he's rolling in something. And I don't know what it is, and it's kind of grossing me out. But I think video 2, we're about to wrap it up. I think that's a good amount of stuff. Yeah, and we're going to keep going with this. We're going to keep the momentum. What I'm realizing is anything worth working for is going to take a grind. And even right now, there's momentum, but there's maybe not motivation. And so I'm kind of in this place where I want to do it, I desire to do it, but I have zero motivation, and I'm stuck in this weird procrastination cycle. So now's the time to just force it. I have fun doing it. When I finally get to doing it, I enjoy it. But we need to focus more on doing it better, doing it more consistently. Same thing with gym, same thing with diet, and the same thing with cardio. So here's to 2026. Video 2 in the books. Let's see what we'll crank out. No pressure, just fun. See ya.